This is made for purposes of IAS, IPS aspirants and the aspirants of other competitive examinations and corporate executives, because this general awareness is not just for the sake of IAS aspirants or competitive aspirants. It is equally needed for corporate executives, because you sit with clients, you discuss with your stakeholders, you visit clubs, you interact with high profile people, and not all the time, 100% of the time you will discuss business and negotiations. During lighter moments, the plane of discussions has to go up, right? Generally it is said there are three kinds of people. One, the lowest level, the middle level, and the higher level. The lowest level of people will always discuss about themselves. I went to US, I stayed in that hotel, he is my friend, I did that, I went to, my son scored first prize in the music competition. They will always talk about people. The next level of people, they will discuss events, what happened, etc., etc. And the highest level of people, they discuss concepts in terms of how is FTA, should India have an FTA or not, high level discussions I'm talking about. How is the automobile industry doing, what are some of the factors, electric vehicles doing, government reducing its duty on certain items, is it good for the industry or not, the forward integration, backward integration. These are the kind of discussions that take place, especially when senior officers of two companies meet. They don't always talk about business. 50% of the remaining time is generally spent on generic topics over the dining table, over the coffee table, and you need to have some knowledge of the current affairs in order to project a good image of yourself, right? Okay guys, we will continue to release these kind of videos, guys. The only objective of these videos is every day we will give you a snapshot of 10 events that are happening in and around the world. So every day 10 events means in 365 days we will stack you up with 3650 different events, and you will have a snapshot, complete details about each of these events. So any aspirant, first let me talk about this IAS aspirants. Any aspirant who starts preparing for IAS or any other competitive examinations, guys, please remember this: current affairs does not mean buying a big book on current affairs and then going through the complete book. That is not what current affairs is. Current is as the news happens in the world. Next day when it comes in the newspapers, you should go through it and understand what is actually happening in the world. You have to live that particular moment. Living that particular moment means yesterday if there has been an incident, today when it comes out either in the television or in your newspaper, you should live that moment. Yes, yesterday it happened, I can feel those vibrations, the war is happening there, and we can see those vibrations in terms of increase in commodity prices, or the flights getting stopped, or the flight prices getting increased. You feel those the impact of all those things, very much like we felt the impact of corona. If you remember March 24th 2020, when Modi ji came on TV and announced Mitro, oh sorry, that was demonetization, right? Mitro, from today nobody can travel. Okay, just for joke. So we need to live those moments. So any guy who is preparing for this kind of competitive examinations, and even other examinations, even if you complete your MBA and join a corporate company as an official, as a senior official in a bank or any corporate company, you will project yourself in a much better manner if you know current affairs. That's another objective. So especially as far as competitions are concerned, over a period of 3 years, you will be equipped with 10,000, 365 multiplied by 3, which is 10,000, 12,000 approximately news items. And along with that, when you sit for the examination, I'm not saying you should buy that book and go through all those. So when you revise all those events, it's easier for you to remember, because you have lived those moments yourselves. You have experienced those moments yourselves, right? Now, each one of us go through newspapers on a daily basis. Each one of us go through newspapers on a daily basis. But today I was just going through the newspaper, 24-page Times of India. 90% of the news are irrelevant from the perspective of competitive examinations. 92%, guys, 92%. Because 50% of that is just advertisement. Remaining 50, when you open up the front page, it talks about some bridge getting broken, some guys killing another guys, the road block in some places, the bridge collapsing at some places, a truck hitting a boy, robbers stealing an ATM machine from a bank, the fight between families, fire gutting, and then politics. X party talks about Y party, people getting arrested, fights in the jail, and these are the kind of news which occupy major portion of the newspaper. Now, if you look at the very relevant points, they are not even 5 to 6%, guys, not even 5 to 7%, and those are the things that nobody pays interest to. Because who is going to read news item on what's the effect of French elections on the future policies of the European Union? Nobody is interested in those things. But they are the ones which are important from a competition's point of view, and that is why I'm saying on a daily basis go through this. You cannot become a specialist on this particular news, because we will be creating these 15 minutes videos on a daily basis, 10 to 15 minutes, in which we will be covering around 10 important events. So which means the time I get for covering one particular news is only 1 minute, right? 1 minute, because 10 minutes of this, if you go through, you have a bird's eye view of what is happening around the world, important ones. And of course the remainings, depending on your preparation, you have to have supplementary. This is only a supplementary, this is not the main preparation, but this will prompt you to find out what is important from the competition exams point of view. And our endeavor is to come up with this kind of videos, these for 10 to 15 minutes videos on a daily basis, covering the important snapshots from the world events on a daily basis. Okay guys, do subscribe to this channel and do press the notification bell, and that will ensure that you will keep getting everyday news like this. There is no need for you to go through the complete newspaper. But if you find this kind of news, juicy news, some bus hitting somebody, the bridge falling down, the Jahangir Puri riots, etc., etc., there is some fun. Life is about entertainment also. You can go through that, but don't miss out on this. All right? Okay, guys. This is Dr. Sadashivam signing off till we meet again. Bye bye. Jai Hind.